Have you ever wondered about the backstage of a Broadway show? That's where all the rehearsals, mistakes, and improvements happen before the grand performance. What if I told you the cryptocurrency world has its own backstage? Intrigued? Let's dive in. Imagine a world, a digital realm where transactions happen in the blink of an eye, where you are your own bank and where a global economy exists without borders. That's the world of cryptocurrency for you, a decentralized digital or virtual currency that uses cryptography for security. Now, within this world, there are different stages, just like in a Broadway show, and today we're going to explore two of the most crucial ones, the Mainnet and Testnet. Think of them as the actual stage where the performance happens and the backstage where all the preparation takes place. Each has its unique role and function, and together they make the crypto world tick. So, are you ready to uncover the secrets of the crypto backstage? Buckle up, it's going to be an enlightening ride. Mainnet and Testnet, two words you've probably heard but might not fully understand. No worries, we've got you covered. Let's start with the basics. Mainnet and Testnet are two types of blockchain networks, each with distinct roles and purposes in the grand scheme of the crypto universe. Picture them as two sides of the same coin, each side indispensable for the full functioning of the coin. First, meet Mainnet. This is the big league, the real deal. The performance stage of the crypto world, if you will, is the primary public blockchain where actual transactions take place on a distributed ledger. When you hear about Bitcoin or Ethereum transactions, they're happening on the mainnet. This is where the magic of cryptocurrency becomes reality, where digital coins and tokens have actual value and can be traded, sold, or held as investments. Now, let's step into the testnet, the rehearsal room of the crypto world. It's a sandbox, a testing ground for new ideas and innovations. The testnet is a clone of the mainnet, but with one crucial difference. The coins or tokens on the testnet have no real world value. Developers use this network to experiment, test new code, and debug issues without risking real money or disrupting the mainnet's operations. It's a safe space for trial and error, where mistakes are not only allowed but are an essential part of the process. So why do we need both? Well, imagine a world-class ballet performance. The mainnet is the grand stage where the performance takes place under the spotlight in front of a live audience. The testnet, on the other hand, is the rehearsal room where dancers practice, perfect their moves, and iron out any kinks before the big show. Both are vital for a flawless performance. In the same vein, mainnet and testnet are both crucial to the stable and efficient functioning of the blockchain network. They ensure that when you decide to dive into the world of cryptocurrency, your experience is as smooth as a well-rehearsed ballet. Think of Mainnet as the Broadway stage where the actual performance happens, and testnet as the rehearsal room where all the practice and fine-tuning take place. Now that we know what they are, you might be wondering, what do they do? How do they function? Well, let's dive right in. Picture a bustling market. The mainnet is like the marketplace itself, where all the real transactions take place. It's the active blockchain where real-time transactions occur, and the native cryptocurrency of the blockchain is used. Once a project is fully developed, it's deployed on the mainnet for the public to use. It's here that the digital assets have real economic value and the transactions are recorded on the blockchain. Think of it like this. In the world of theater, Mainnet is opening night. All the rehearsals are over. The audience is in their seats and it's showtime. The performance is real. the applause is real, and most importantly, the reviews and critiques are real. No more practice, it's the real deal. On the other hand, the testnet is the backstage area where all the rehearsals and practice sessions happen. It's a replica of the mainnet, used by developers for testing and development purposes. Here, the developers test new updates, identify bugs, and troubleshoot problems without any risk. The crypto coins used on the testnet are just for testing. They have no real world value. Going back to our theater analogy, testnet is the dress rehearsal. The actors are running through their lines, practicing their movements, and the director is making final tweaks. If something goes wrong, it's no big deal. They can stop, correct the issue, and start again. It's a safe space to experiment and perfect before the real performance on the mainnet. So, in essence, the mainnet and testnet work in tandem to ensure the smooth functioning of the crypto world. The mainnet keeps the economic wheels turning, while the testnet ensures that everything runs smoothly and efficiently. So mainnet is like the cashier's counter where all the trading happens, while testnet is the training ground for the cashier to perfect his skills. They seem similar, don't they? But they are as different as chalk and cheese. Let's find out how. So we've defined mainnet and testnet, explored their functions, and now it's time to dive deeper and uncover the key differences between these two networks. Understanding these differences is crucial in the crypto world as it helps us navigate this space more effectively. Firstly, let's talk about real-world implications. Mainnet is the main network where the actual transactions take place. It's the real deal, the final product, the go-live version of a blockchain project. When you're sending, receiving, or mining cryptocurrencies, you're doing it on the mainnet. It's the network where every transaction has real-world value and consequences. On the other hand, testnet is the testing network. It's like the dress rehearsal before the big show. Developers use testnet to experiment and test new features or ideas without the fear of causing any disruption or harm to the mainnet. Here, the transactions do not carry any real-world value. It's a sandbox environment where developers can play around, make mistakes, learn and improve. Secondly, let's discuss the risk levels. Mainnet, being the live network, carries a higher risk. Any mistakes or errors can have serious consequences, possibly resulting in loss of valuable cryptocurrencies. Therefore, it's crucial for developers to ensure that their blockchain project is error-free and secure before deploying it on the mainnet. Contrarily, testnet is a low-risk environment. Since the coins used in testnet have no real-world value, developers can afford to make mistakes and learn from them without any financial loss. It's a safe space where they can test the waters before diving into the deep end. Finally, let's consider the user base. Mainnet is used by everyone involved in the blockchain project. Developers, miners, and users is where the blockchain project comes to life and becomes accessible to the public. Testnet, however, is primarily used by developers. While it's technically accessible to anyone, its primary function is to provide a platform for developers to test and refine their blockchain projects. It's not meant for regular transactions or mining, but for testing and experimentation. So in a nutshell, mainnet and testnet serve different purposes in the crypto world. While they may seem similar at first glance, they are fundamentally different in their real-world implications, risk levels, and user base. Understanding these differences is essential for anyone venturing into the world of cryptocurrencies. Remember, mainnet is the real deal, where actual transactions happen. Testnet, on the other hand, is where you can play around, test, and make mistakes without any real world consequences. So why should you care about these? Why are they important in the crypto world, you might ask? Well, let me put it this way. If the crypto world were a car, then the mainnet and testnet would be the engine and the test track respectively. Without them, the car wouldn't even start, let alone reach its destination. Let's start with mainnet. As we've already discussed earlier, mainnet is the main blockchain where actual transactions take place. It's where the magic happens. It's where cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others become real tangible assets. Without mainnet, your favorite cryptocurrencies would be like a bunch of monopoly money, fun to play with, but ultimately worthless. But here's the thing, before a coin or token can make its grand debut on the mainnet, it needs to go through numerous tests to ensure it's ready for the big leagues. And that's where testnet comes in. Testnet is like the training grounds for cryptocurrencies. It's where developers can test their projects in a safe and controlled environment without risking any real assets. So in essence, the mainnet and testnet are the backbone of any cryptocurrency. Without them, tokens and coins couldn't function. They ensure the smooth operation of transactions, maintain the security of the network, and provide a safe space for testing new projects. But their importance goes beyond just technical functionality. They also play a crucial role in building trust in the crypto community. Because let's face it, in a world where digital assets can be created out of thin air, trust is a scarce commodity. By providing a transparent and reliable system, the mainnet and testnet help establish credibility and foster trust among users. So to sum it up, mainnet and testnet are not just important, they are vital. They are the unsung heroes behind every successful coin or token. They are the cogs that keep the crypto machine running smoothly. They are the guardians of the crypto universe. Just like a Broadway show can't run without rehearsals, the crypto world can't function without mainnet and testnet. They are the unsung heroes behind every successful coin or token.